coming up on the January edition of Channel 12's Lakeside News. We'll ring in the new year by showcasing our favorite stories from 2011. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show, because Lakeside News is next. Hi, I'm Chris Vogt, and welcome to Lakeside News, where you'll find news and events from around the lake area. 2012 is here, and what better way to celebrate the new year than to take a look back at some of our favorite stories from 2011. First up, we'll head to Fresh Seasons Market in Victoria, a local business that's more than just a grocery store.
Fresh Seasons Market is more than a grocery store. It's about the livelihoods of a lot of people.
Would you like help finding anything?
They are wonderful people, just so generous and giving, and I just think it's so important that the community gives back to them as well, because that's one of their goals is, to be a partnership with this community.
How do you like our family brand? We knew that the residents of Victoria wanted a grocery store. We had heard rumors that another grocery store was looking out here, and when they backed away, we took a hard look at it, and meeting with City Manager Don Urim and the Mayor Mary Thune, we heard from them that overwhelmingly the #1 request of a retail establishment in downtown Victoria was for a supermarket. The Victoria Volksfest and Art Fair is the single biggest event in downtown Victoria, and we actively became a part of that even before we opened the store. So it's an opportunity for us for exposure, but it's also an opportunity for us to give back to the community.
One of the first experiences that I had with Dale and the store had to do with an event that we have at our school district. It's called Hooked on Books, and it's a literacy event. We look for sponsors, and I didn't have to look very far. All I had to do was tell Dale a small little bit about that particular event, and I've never quite seen anything like it in my life. We needed some cookies. I wanted to buy the cookies. No, Dale gave us the cookies. They came to the plate with bags for us, for the kids, for the events, so that they could have a take-home bag and put something in it. And the reception that I received in response to that just one little question was unsurpassed.
Fresh Seasons contacted us not long after they opened in 2009 to see what they could do to help the food shelf. Bountiful Basket is the designated food shelf for Eastern Carver County, and we service about 400 families a month. It was a great partnership because they give us deli, dairy, and bread every day, which amounts to about 22% of what the people take out of the food shelf on a daily basis. Running a food shelf, you're kind of in a desperate mode where you just need things all the time. Fresh Seasons called us, said, what can we do to help you? Which was just wonderful. So not only do we get the daily donations, but they provide us with these bags that people can also buy so the community can pitch in every time they come into the store. Last month they donated about 4,900 pounds of food to us. So it makes a big difference for people.
When we started Fresh Seasons Market, we felt that there was an opportunity to create a different type of shopping experience, one centered around the employees. And quite frankly, I think if you come to work and you feel valued and appreciated, that's going to bleed off to the customers. And that isn't necessarily the norm today. So we wanted to create an atmosphere like that.
We were given more than a grocery store, and I think that is the most important thing that I could be telling anybody that I would see on the street. This is an anchor. It is a benefit to everybody that comes into the community from a real estate standpoint, from an economic development standpoint, and it is imperative that we give the support to Fresh Seasons that they give to us on a daily basis.
You're watching the best of Lakeside News. Coming up next, everyone's favorite master of avoiding danger, the LCC Safety Expert. Lakeside News returns in a moment.
Previously on America's favorite daytime drama, Lake Minnetonka. Brick has a secret.
Bunny,
Yes, Brick?
I have a secret.
What is it?
I...
We interrupt this program to bring you this important message.
The Lake Minnetonka Communications Commission, located in Spring Park, Minnesota, offers free television production classes. You heard it right. Free, free, free. All you need to do is sign up and show up to receive your special TV training. That's right, folks. That's it.
Wow, that sure looks easy.
Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will help bring your idea to the big screen. Well, that is if you have a big screen.
Why, thank you. We are very friendly and knowledgeable.
You'll learn the secrets of how a television studio works.
If you can't see video, try taking off the lens cap.
Wow! Thanks, LMCC.
From studio lighting and nonlinear editing to on-location shooting, we'll guide you down the path you need to succeed. Just call us at 952-471-7125 or go to our website at www.lmcc-tv.org to get started today. Hurry in, folks. An opportunity this good won't last forever.
We now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.
So, you're not mad?
Of course not, you big lug. I just wish that you would have told me about LMCC's production classes. Maybe next time we can take classes.
Together?
And now it's time for Lake Minnetonka's favorite champion of safety, protector of humankind, and master of avoiding danger, the LCC Safety Expert.
Oh, sorry, ma'am. I thought you were a cardinal. Oh, hello. Welcome to another edition of the LCC Safety Expert. I'm your host, Chris Vogt, LCC Safety Expert. I was just doing some bird watching on my favorite trail here in Spring Park, Minnesota. Now today we're going to give you some important bike safety tips. Why? Because as a master safety expert, it's my job to keep you safe this summer. Now, things didn't go exactly as planned last time on the Safety Expert, now did they? Well, I sure won't let that happen again, now will I? Hey, are you laughing at me, camera operator? Look at me when I'm talking to you. You're the one who told me to stand that close to the street anyway. Oh, camera operator, I'm sorry. Why don't we let bygones be bygones? What do you say? Great! Now let's give our viewers some important bike safety tips. Well, I'm on my bike now, and we're about to head out for a ride. But first things first, always protect yourself from injury. Be sure to always wear a bike helmet. Oh, whoops, let's try that again. All right, that's better. Also, always check to make sure you have enough air in your tires. And be sure to always check your brakes. Make sure to always bring your water bottle. And sunglasses. You always need to look cool on the trails. And some bubbles, just in case you get bored. Cool. And last but not least, always bring some gummy worms for sustenance. All right, now we're ready to head on down the trail so I can give you some more important bike safety tips. Here we go. Hey, who took off my training wheels?
Whether during the day or at night, you need to be seen by others. Always wear neon, fluorescent, or other bright colors when riding. Try to wear something that reflects light, such as reflective tape or flashing lights. Remember, just because you can see a driver doesn't mean the driver can see you. Be on the lookout for hazards such as potholes, broken glass, gravel, and puddles. Always give pedestrians the right of way. Ride on the right in the same direction as other vehicles, and always use hand signals when turning or stopping. I've asked two of my junior safety experts to help demonstrate the right way to signal.
That's right, hand signals are very important. If you would like to make a left turn, put your arm out like this. If you would like to make a right turn, put your arm up like this. If you would like to stop or slow down, put your arm in a downward position. Now you try it, Safety Expert.
Hey kids, like this?
Oh man.
Also when riding, be predictable and ride in a straight line. Bicyclists are encouraged to maintain a 3-foot clearance from any motor vehicles, even when riding past parked cars. When you ride in the street, obey all traffic signs, signals, and lane markings just as if you were in a car. Always ride with at least one hand on the handlebars. Children less than 10 years old are not mature enough to make the decisions necessary to ride in the street and are better off riding on a sidewalk. And remember, always ride carefully.
Well, I'm sure you all learned some important bike safety tips. I know I sure did. And, I think I've got this whole bike riding thing figured out. So until next time, this is the LCC Safety Expert.
Wow, that tree came out of nowhere.
I'm Jen Olson, State Senator from Senate District 33, which serves all of the Lake Minnetonka communities within Hennepin County. I always appreciate the opportunity to come and be a part of Capital Update, and also I welcome hearing from many constituents who say they have watched the program. So thank you for the wonderful service that you give to our whole area at Lake Minnetonka Cable Communications.
Have you checked out the LMCC website lately? It's been redesigned and we're now online. Check us out at www.lmcc-tv.org.
Well, they have an opportunity to see many varieties of the environment right in their backyard. They can walk through the forest and see these mature maple trees and basswood trees. They can get down close into a wetland and see the impact of the filtration effect of water going through the wetland plantings there. And then, of course, Dutch Lake being right there, they can see the wildlife that live in the wetland. And it's just a tremendous opportunity to have these children see this up close and interact with the environment rather than just learning about it in the classroom.
We're making a classroom.
My favorite thing about Earth Day is that you work a lot. And it's really fun, yeah.
I like Earth Day because we get to recycle and do things outside, like fun activities, and help clean up the earth.
My favorite thing about Earth Day is everyone gets together and does all this stuff.
All of us should recycle, and on Earth Day we should all pitch in.
Enjoyed learning about how they climb the trees.
My favorite part about Earth Day is fruits and leaves and
to help the earth, and you get to have a lot of fun. You'll find stuff. the earth might treat you better.
Well, Earth Day is a cool event to really energize kids, and what was really fun about today's event is they got really engaged with the environment, you know, whether it was water sampling at the stormwater pond on their school property or mulching a path in the new property just to the south of their school. They got to be really involved in a hands-on approach with the earth, and it's exciting to see the kids energized in that way and planting that seed in their head early on to create lifelong habits.
I love Earth Day!
You're watching the best of Lakeside News.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wanna know what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle.
The odds of a child making it to Broadway, 1 in 11,000. The odds of a child being diagnosed with autism, 1 in 150. You know the odds of autism. Now learn the signs. Go to autismspeaks.org.
Everything is active in the painting.
Artist Philip Noyed truly lives his life on a canvas.
Well, with my paintings, I sketch regularly, and when I sketch, I just let whatever flows flow. For me, it is really best for me to come up with an idea that I then build off of, and then often I'll have like hints. I'll listen to the radio and I'll hear something about Prometheus or by Franz Liszt or something by Mozart, and so then that gives me a theme. Color is something that is very primary within my paintings. I see painting with different colors as courting, and then figurative because as it turns out, there's many figures within most of my paintings. One thing that's influenced me is just music and composers and the similarities between being a painter and composing a structure in black and white, and then being the painter who brings it to life with color. Basically, over a sketchbook, one idea will emerge as very powerful, and so it's more of an exploration, and I don't really start with a set point. I started in drawing when I was little, and it's always been a part of my life. Art has always been a part of my life, but I did filmmaking and photography in high school, and I've kind of come back around to that.
Never one to settle, Philip set a goal for himself to qualify for the Boston Marathon. To document his challenge, he turned again to his art.
It took me 5 years. I thought it would be easier, but 5 years of training, and I finally nailed it. What I wanted to do with the marathon was start from the beginning and take it through to the very end. This one was a challenge for me because I actually started with a subject point, and I wanted to do it within my style and be able to convey the energy of a whole marathon within a painting. It took me about a month to complete. And I think that that's in part because there are so many different sub-themes within it and trying to hold it all together. The center figure is really galloping, but up in the air and almost weightless. But I actually use the soles of my shoes and put them onto the painting, and so those become part of the texture of the painting, is the actual shoes I use for running the marathon. I think that it is similar to my passion as a runner, and I think that the running discipline lends itself to being an artist because you have to be very goal-oriented, each one of these paintings is the beginning of an exploration, and I really enjoy the process of both painting and researching about the content.
For Philip, art is about exploration and discovery, and considering his wide range of influences, his journey seems far from over.
I love it. I love the fact that in an abstract painting that people can find their own, both their own objects, but also their own meaning.
Minnetonka would not be the vibrant city it is today without its historical roots in the milling industry. Standing as a testimony to those roots is the Burwell House. The Burwell House was built upon request of Charles Henry Burwell, who was a secretary and manager of the Minnetonka Mills. Upon its completion in 1883, Charles moved into the house with his wife and 3 children. Burwell took much pride in his home and showed it by keeping the house well maintained and made only a few minor improvements to the exterior. After Charles died in 1917, the house remained in the family until 1958 when his daughter Louise sold it. In 1970, the house was bought up by the Minnetonka Historical Society and has served as its headquarters ever since. Thanks to Charles Burwell's impressive record-keeping, the Minnetonka Historical Society has managed to recreate the house into a beautiful reminder of Minnetonka's past. For more information on the Burwell House, you can visit the Minnetonka Historical Society's website at www.minnetonka-history.org or call them at 952-930-3962.
Well, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed our Best of 2011 show. If you have a news story or see something exciting going on, please let us know. We can be reached here at the LMCC at 952-471-7125, via email at lmcc@lmcc-tv.org, or please check us out on our website at www.lmcc-tv.org. Thanks for watching and Happy New Year!